All right, welcome to hour number 2 on this special 3-hour edition on Christmas Eve of One Bills Live. Chris Brown, Steve Tasker with you, and joining us in studio, as he does every week, the Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas. Thurman, Merry Christmas. How you doing? You all set for Christmas? You
all set?
Everything's done? You batten down the hatches? All the gift givings?
No, got to stop and get a couple of gifts on the way home, and yeah, we're all good.
You know, you and Steve really push the envelope here on Christmas. You go right up to the deadline, man.
Yeah, I have to.
Do you like the pressure? Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you
but
like
I already like
back,
today. Yeah, I already have my stuff like picked out. I just got to go get it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I'm going there and don't know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I was telling Steve yesterday, one of my friend's dads every year would wait until Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Then start shopping. He liked the pressure. I was like, I don't know if I'm living that way. Aren't you supposed to relax during the holidays?
Yeah, I do. Patty does everything.
Well,
God bless her. I mean, yeah, it's one of those memes where the kids are opening up the gifts and the dad is over like going like, what's in there? Who'd you get that from? Yeah, that's me.
Who's that from?
Oh, what'd you get? All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
Yeah, she does all of that. She handles all of that, and man, it's wow. Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
Thank you.
One guy who has done a heck of a good job of giving everybody a lot of smiles among Bills Mafia is one James Cook, who is now up over 1,500 rushing yards in just 15 games, Thurman. It's not like this is a guy that's, benefiting from 2 extra games. He had 1,515 games.
15 games. He's been unbelievable, man. Yeah. And, I mean, it's, obviously, Josh is the guy. But, I mean, he has held his own this year with, when stacking up against other running backs in the National Football League. First, it was Jonathan Taylor. And, I thought he was going to.
Past him now.
Yeah, I thought he was going to run away with the rushing title, So, but that's when he had Daniel Jones. Everything was going smooth. And after that, defense started playing.
Now there's 8 in the box.
Yeah, it's 8 in the box. And so, yeah, I mean, he's done an outstanding job, man. And just so proud of him, man. He's, he doesn't say too much, but I did see some type of article where he's been more of a leader. Yeah, and I think that's really because the other guys are seeing it like, wow, he's coming out of his shell. Like this is not something that we usually see. So, as a player, as a teammate, I'm like, man, if he's going and he's fired up like that, it goes along to the other players.
Through just having been at every game, home and away, there will be times during broadcast timeouts where I will see, when the offense is on the field waiting for the TV timeout to get, like, you know what I mean. And I will see James, like, demonstrably talking to guys in the huddle there or, smacking a guy on a butt or whatever. And then if we remember back to the Pittsburgh game where Ryan Vandermark and Alec Anderson had to start at tackle, they mentioned that the night before or the morning of the game, I think it was, James texted both of them and said, let's go get this win. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Like 3 years ago, that was unheard of, from James Cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you're right. He has grown into it.
And the fact that, these are 2 guys who are getting their first starts, and he's texting them.
Yeah.
I mean, so pretty much everybody has everybody's number, right?
Right.
Yeah, to, just to send a text message would have meant a lot to those guys, So now they're ready to go and like, yeah, let's do this. And, I mean, he's become an unbelievable quiet leader,
Yeah.
But to have that guy and Josh on your side, like the top 2 leaders, on offense, and they're going like that. I mean, it's awesome. I've been saying it for a number of years, man. That like this guy's special. Like even from him coming from the University of Georgia, like I seen what type of player that he was. When we got him, I was like, oh my God! I'm telling you, like this guy he's been amazing,
he's been better for the Bills than he was for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, yeah, he was.
Yeah. Well, with Georgia, they had everybody.
Yeah.
Well, they got like 200 guys on the roster.
They have like a 5 deep.
There's like 5 running backs they rotate, but he has been way better for the Buffalo Bills than he was even as a running back for the Bulldogs. And I think to this year too, because of the opportunities, of course. Yeah. You got a chance to see what it's like when he does carry the weight. He's up to. We had questions, right? He's 190 pounds.
Right.
He's kind of a scat back. He's more of a receiving guy. He carries the load.
He carries the load. Yeah, and I think and as you go back and you watch some of the games or whatever, like, man, you're like, this guy never falls backwards. He's always falling forward. Always falling forward all the time. And I think that's, he's really kind of put the physicality in that 190-pound body here. I mean, he's been playing really tough this year, all season long. And it's not just been it's been the 3 and 4 yard gains where at the end of the run, he's he's
putting a little
knocking
extra on it.
A little extra on it to the defensive backs and the linebackers and so that's awesome.
What do you make of the game this weekend? Because Philadelphia, to try to get their offense back on track, has leaned more on Saquon Barkley to kind of carry the load for them. Are you expecting this to be a rock fight where these two teams are just mashing on each other with the run game here early? Or
I mean, I would love to see it.
That's an exciting game.
Yeah, I
mean,
I would. I mean,
9-6.
And let the running backs have like 35 carries apiece.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
That's right up my alley, right there.
You are a horrible football fan.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
One way and one way only.
Well,
Run the rock.
Hold on now.
Run the rock.
54.
Hold on now.
Last team with the ball wins it, and it's us.
I'll defend Thurman here a little bit because I think we know these two running backs.
Yeah.
These two running backs, in the course of a game, are probably going to bust a 30, 40-yarder.
Yeah.
So it's not just going to be 3-4 yards all day long. We know the struggles the Bills have on defense stopping the run. And the Eagles, not for nothing. I mean, they're 21st in the league against the run. They've got elite talent on that side of the ball, but they've had guys in and out of the lineup, and they just have not been consistent week to week. So I think they can got too.
Yeah, let's throw away the Jalen Hurts versus Josh Allen thing and be Saquon Barkley and James Cook. Because that's come on, it's two physical football teams. That's what you want to see.
I know you're going to say yes, but I'm going to ask you anyway.
Yes.
At this point in history, because we know the game evolves, and for a long time it was you got to have a big, the guy outside, and certainly the Eagles do in A.J. Brown. The Bills have been, they don't have a big X receiver. They're looking for one. And is it, at this point in history, is it more important or as important or but these two teams had real high expectations. Running back, quarterback in a league that throws the football.
Yeah.
These two teams having those two guys on each side of them having Jalen and Saquon and the Bills having Cook and Allen.
Right.
Do you think it says something about what it takes to be successful in the league? I mean, because these two teams are right there, and you look at other teams that are successful. Not all of them.
Right.
Not all of them have it.
No, not all of them. I mean, it's almost kind of like
ones
we're
that are
going.
good do.
It's almost kind of like we're going back to the early '90s.
Well, the
That's
league
kind of
is
my question.
the league is cyclical, as we know, right?
Right.
Like you got an offense out there that's spreading people out, so defenses react to that and get small and fast guys out there to cover everybody. And then the offense says, well, we got all these fast guys out there. Let's beef up, and let's start pounding the heck out of them. And then the defense goes, let's get some big guys. We need big guys. And I think we're kind of in that transition phase.
Right there, yeah. And I think I said that a couple of years ago because, I mean, just think about it. We're coming off the Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning.
Right.
I mean, just throwing the football. So you're
All
trying to
over the
get
yard.
those guys up the field
Drew
and trying
Brees
to get
throwing for
pressure.
6,000 yards.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So now guys still have those type of, like, I used to call them like Jason Taylor type guys out there. And now he's going against a left tackle who's 330. Make him work over there.
Yeah.
There's a problem
Right.
over there.
Lean
And I think
on
that's
him.
why,
Yeah.
because the league changed and now it's going back to being like, okay, well, we got to get some guys who are like, maybe like a Cornelius Bennett that can run and cover a guy, but also play the run very, very well.
Give me 6 of those, right?
Yeah, right. Well,
Right. Yeah, those don't grow on trees.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. You know?
But you're right. It is to the point where it's always and always will be a matchup league. So when you get so many teams out there that have 200 25-pound linebackers, and you got 335-pound guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one thing you got to try every game, right? But it also comes, you get guys like Jalen Carter, who's,
315.
6'6", 315, one of those dudes.
Yeah.
To protect those light linebackers.
Yeah.
It just becomes it's always a matchup league.
Yeah.
And when you can win more and more matchups throughout an 18-game regular season, I mean, that's the trend you see in the league.
And you know what? But in a couple of years, it might be flipped back
That's
the
right.
other way.
Yeah.
It might be flipped back to the other way. So
That's why, that's right. And when the league does that a couple of years, when you get guys and that's always been the trump card for respect in locker rooms.
Right.
If you can play a long time, young players coming in and go, wow, man, how did he survive this?
What is he doing?
What are you doing? And they just watch him.
They just watch him and learn.
And when that guy said, when you get a guy like, who's played a long time, and they say, well, here's what I'm thinking about is da da da, and all guys are like, you can hear a pin drop. People are like, what do you, how'd you do it?
Yeah.
I remember we had Art Still come to our team.
Art Still.
Art Still came to our team as an 11 or 12-year guy.
Kansas City.
And from Kansas City Chiefs, and big 6'8" dude.
He was tall.
Pass rusher.
That was his word, dude.
Right. And everybody's like, wow, Art, how long are you going to play? How long? And he was always playing it off, right? And then finally they go, Art, how long? And he goes, I'll tell you how long he goes, here's how long you have to play. And everything got really quiet. It was on a plane.
Yeah.
And Art said, you play as long as you possibly can.
Yeah.
And then play one more year.
Yeah. And then play one more year. That's right.
Yeah.
You play as long as you possibly can, and then
play one more year.
one more year.
Yeah.
That's the line. It really is about survival, but you get guys who get a knack for, and I don't mean just being tough enough to live through it, but figuring it out. The way to stay in the league and be productive.
Absolutely.
Last thing on James Cook before we move on to end of season and when to play guys, when to rest them for playoffs. Steve and I discussed this on our podcast last week, Bills by the Numbers, the merits of Cook's numbers for Offensive Player of the Year consideration. Mm-hmm. He's, as we know, leading the league in rushing right now, fourth in the league in total yards from scrimmage. Among the candidates considered for Offensive Player of the Year, Cook, Jonathan Taylor, and then there are some other players like Christian McCaffrey who has a boatload of receiving yards.
Yeah.
Bijan Robinson just went over 2,000 total yards from scrimmage last week, but he plays on a crummy team. And then there's Jackson Smith and Jigba out in Seattle who's rolling up receiving yardage like it's going out of style. So what do you think the chances are for Cook here, especially if he can finish as the rushing leader?
Yeah. I think his chances are good for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love his chances. Because, I mean, you have a guy who's putting up numbers and he's playing with the MVP of the league last year, and he's putting up these numbers way better than the numbers that he had last year. Right. So they really have put the offense on his shoulders, as to say. And, hey, look, if he doesn't win some type of award this year, I don't know. But in my book, and I think in everybody that's a Bills Mafia, they know what they have.
Yeah.
And they will love to see it. I mean,
I certainly think he's.
I would love for him to get it.
I certainly think he's in the All-Pro.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be first-team All-Pro. Yeah, so that's nailed down.
That's
Pro
huge.
Bowl has already been settled. But, Offensive Player of the Year, like the guy in Seattle scares me, too.
Yeah, Smith is big.
Because they throw at him.
Yeah.
It don't matter. They'll throw at him on the bus.
Right.
So, yeah.
And he had that big comeback. I mean, the comeback effort they had last week, that's one of the only guys they were throwing to.
Right.
You know, when they came back on the Rams. He's a special player. Thurman, we got 2 games left in the regular season.
Ooh.
And there's still some things to chase, like the best seed in the wild card. Mm-hmm. The division title is a little slim in terms of the hopes of getting that because they need help. But the AFC wild card race is very tight right now. The Chargers are ahead of the Bills on tiebreaker. They're the 5th seed. Bills are the 6th seed. And the Texans are right behind the Bills, 1 game back at 10-5.
Yeah.
And as we know, they have the head-to-head tiebreaker on the Bills, having beaten them earlier this season. So you're still full steam ahead this week, right?
Have to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it started New England week. really full
Yeah.
steam ahead. I mean, that's kind of where you look at it. But yeah, I mean, coming in there against a Philly team, I know people might say hey, it could be a Super Bowl matchup or whatever it may be. So now, and you know how Philly's going to play. So from here on out, really, still in the mindset of we just have to continue to play it. Just keep playing physical football and our football because.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to get a break. We're going to run right into this playoff thing, because we can't get the number 1 seed. So, mindset.
So you see it,
and I think they're getting more healthier now than they probably ever
to
been.
some degree. Josh has got a little bit of a gimpy foot. We know they're managing Kincaid's knee here through the rest of the year.
Yeah.
So he's fresh as possible for the playoffs. And there's other guys that are a little nicked up. Nothing major, it appears, but you don't want Josh getting worse. Like, we don't know what the nature of this foot ailment is. He said after the game, it hurt at first. He tweaked it. The pain subsided. He was fine. But then he didn't participate in the walkthrough yesterday. We'll have to see what the injury report says today when it comes out in terms of what his level of participation is or is not. We don't know. That guy's a little bit of a different case. Like,
yeah, you sit
right.
If he has to sit, you sit his butt down.
Yeah, because
you lock him up.
You play the long game with him, right?
Right.
You're going to have to handcuff him to the bench if you don't want him to play.
Exactly.
You play the long game to make sure he's healthy for the play.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's what you have to do, and I think that's what we should be looking at. Like,
It's
him, it's Josh Allen. We need him to be the best when this playoffs starts.
You're talking. It sounds like we're almost talking out of both sides of our mouths.
A little
saying,
bit.
You got to play hard.
bit.
You got to win these games. But rest
Unless it's Josh.
Unless it's Josh. Can the Bills beat the Philadelphia Eagles with Mitch Trubisky? That's the question, right? And this may be a moot point because Josh might be sitting. I can't wait for game time.
Yeah.
But
Right, exactly. Come on,
Can
come
the
on.
Bills
Can you imagine Josh not going out there for a 25 game?
Well, right.
This
but at
Sunday?
the
Come
same,
on, Josh is going
and
out
he's
there,
got that.
and he is going out there to play
right.
to win
and he's-
football games.
And he's
That's it.
And he's got a consecutive start streak that he cares about.
Yeah. And the thing about that, McDermott and everybody else cares about that too.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, he's the kind of guy you got to protect from himself. Like, if he can't be mobile enough to avoid hits and stuff like he normally is, because the foot's a little gimpy, like, you're kind of putting him at risk a little bit.
We just want
What
it
happens-
all good ways, right?
yeah, what if? Do you manage James Cook's workload?
Nah, he's on the roll. Just let him roll.
He
Just
wants
let
the-
him keep cooking.
He wants the rushing title,
Yeah, he
too.
wants the rushing title. He's right there for it. Come on, man. You know how hard it is to win a rushing title?
No, I don't. I just assume that it is.
Yeah, it is, especially when you got Emmett and Barry on the other side
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. It's hard to try to win one of those.
I got you. But yeah, so James Cook is like he plays no matter what.
He plays. Yeah,
Right.
he plays. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna sit James Cook, you might as well start plucking out offensive linemen if you want to do that. But no, I mean, I think it's the playoffs. You're going against a top-notch
playoffs, yeah.
football team, man. You want to be out there playing. I think Cook is going to play this week, and I don't even know what the game is going to mean the following
nobody
week.
knows yet.
Nobody knows yet. But the mindset is, you know what, we're in the playoffs right now. That's it.
Yeah.
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 Thurman, thanks for the time, as always. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We'll
Merry
see you.
Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Thurman.
We'll see everybody. We'll see you out here on Sunday, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Have a great holiday with your family, and we'll catch up with you this weekend.
Thank you.
That's the Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas joining us here on One Bills Live.